Today we're going to talk about one of the most anticipated movies of the year, Joker Folie à Deux. The sequel to the acclaimed Joker from 2019 has hit the big screen, and the early reviews are generating quite a bit of controversy. So stick with us as we break down everything that has been said so far. Since its announcement, Joker Folie à Deux has been in the spotlight. With Joaquin Phoenix returning as Arthur Fleck and Lady Gaga debuting as Harley Quinn, expectations were sky high. The first film was not only a commercial success but also won multiple awards, including an Oscar for Phoenix. But has this sequel lived up to the hype? The movie premiered at the Venice Film Festival and currently holds a 60% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, a drop from the original's 69%. Reviews have been mixed, with many critics noting that the film is surprisingly boring. Owen Gleiberman from Variety described the film as clunky and excessively cautious, suggesting that the team behind the film was trying to avoid the controversy that surrounded the first Joker. However, not all opinions are negative. William Bibbiani from The Wrap wrote that the film is impressively strange, genuinely a bit daring, and the most interesting about Arthur Fleck. Meanwhile, Pete Hammond from Deadline called it brilliant. One of the most discussed points is Lady Gaga's role. According to several critics, including David Ehrlich from IndieWire, Gaga is dramatically underutilized, relegated to a secondary role for much of the story. The film focuses on courtroom scenes that re-examine events from the first film, leading many to feel that Gaga doesn't get the screen time she deserves. Richard Lawson from Vanity Fair also joined this criticism, calling the film a nonsensical procedural and stating that it feels tight as it unfolds almost entirely within the asylum and courtroom. The film incorporates musical elements, but here too reviews are harsh. Many critics have described the musical sequences as uninspiring. Alison Wilmore from Vulture argued that the film seems dedicated to removing as much pleasure as possible from its musical numbers. Siddhant Adlakha from IGN also expressed discontent, labeling the film as an uninteresting courtroom drama that never allows its musical elements to flourish. Despite the mixed reactions, Ben Rolfe from Discussing Film said that the sequel does an exceptional job of following up on an imaginative comic book movie like no other. Alex Harrison from Screen Rant opined that it is better than the original because it has more coherent things to say about fan culture and is much less derivative. Additionally, Joker Folie à Deux received an 11-minute standing ovation at its Venice premiere, which indicates the impact it had on the audience present. Remember that the original Joker won the Golden Lion in Venice in 2019 and received 11 Oscar nominations, becoming the highest-grossing R-rated film at that time. So there you have it, folks. Joker Folie à Deux has generated polarized opinions since its release. Some critics feel it's a disappointment and that Lady Gaga doesn't get the recognition she deserves, while others believe it's a valuable work in its own right.